Down this alleyway in Carlton, the body of a young woman was found brutally murdered in her bed on the afternoon of the 21st of August 1918. The woman's name was Roma Smith, but she was better known as Ginger Tommy. The papers of the day described her as a prostitute of the lowest type. Her body was discovered by her paramour, Thomas Violet. He'd entered her house through the backyard around 2 p.m, after Roma failed to answer his knock. Violet saw her in bed and gave her a kick as he went past to open the blinds, thinking she was just being lazy. But when he pulled the covers back, he was horrified to discover that she was dead. Roma was lying diagonally across the bed with a large bruise on her forehead and her throat terribly gashed. The knife had been used with such force that the tip had been broken off and was found underneath her shoulder. Roma had last been seen the night before around 11 o'clock in the company of a man wearing dark clothing. They entered a grocery shop in Madeline Street and purchased cigarettes. He was also seen sitting at her table by a neighbour. This man was never identified. However, suspicion also fell on Thomas Violet. He was known to be violent with Roma. Even the night before her death, he threatened to throw boiling oil over her, and on another occasion, he threatened to cut her throat. But there is no evidence he was involved in this crime. The inquest found that Roma had been killed by the wounds in her throat, willfully, feloniously, and maliciously by some person or persons unknown. Despite the posting of a £250 reward, no one was ever charged with the murder of Ginger Tommy. However, her neighbours in Cumberland Place passed around the hat, gathering enough money to purchase her grave at Melbourne General Cemetery, with a simple cross which has, over the past 105 years, disappeared.